You can spot it instantly. Two men, same age, both wearing polos. One looks powerful, modern, and sharp. The other looks like he's on his way to mow the lawn. The difference isn't the man. It's the polo. In this video, you'll discover subtle polo upgrades that make a man over 50 look instantly more refined. You won't need a whole new wardrobe, just smarter choices. We'll talk about fit, fabric, color, collar, and small details that separate weekend sloppy from quietly impressive. If you've ever felt invisible in a basic polo, stay with me. We're going to turn that into presence. Let's start with the foundation, the fit. Most men over 50 wear polos that are either too tight on the stomach or way too big everywhere. Both kill your presence. You want a clean, skimming fit that follows your shape without clinging to it. Not gym tight, not golf tent. Clean. Look at the shoulder seams first. They should sit right on the edge of your shoulder bone, not sliding down your arm. When seams droop, you look tired and heavier than you are. When they sit correctly, your frame looks stronger and more athletic. That single detail instantly sharpens your whole upper body. Next, pay attention to the sleeves. They should hit around mid-bicep, not down by your elbow. If the sleeve is too long and wide, your arms disappear and the shirt starts to look sloppy. A slightly shorter, neater sleeve makes your arms look more defined, even if you don't live in the gym. It's a quiet upgrade that changes how people read your strength. Finally, check the body length. The polo should cover your waistband, but not your entire backside. If it looks like a mini dress, it will bunch, billow, and make you look shorter. A cleaner length you can wear untucked over chinos or jeans is your best friend. Get this right, and even a simple polo suddenly looks intentional. Now let's talk about fabric, because this is where most polos expose your age. Thin, shiny, cheap cotton makes the shirt cling to every line and bump. Heavy, stiff fabric makes you look boxy and older. You want substance with softness. A fabric that feels solid but moves with you. Look for polos with a slightly heavier knit that holds its shape. Peak cotton, high-quality jersey, or a cotton merino blend are excellent choices. They drape better over the midsection and don't scream every time you sit down. They also age better, which means you look better, longer. That's the whole point. Avoid high-shine synthetic blends that trap heat and highlight sweat. At 50 plus, you want your clothes to work for you, not against you. A refined polo fabric will breathe, resist pilling, and keep its color. When the fabric looks rich, you look successful, even in something as simple as a polo. Cheap fabric makes even a good face look tired. If you run warm or live in a hot climate, consider a linen blend or a very fine knit. These give you airflow without that floppy, worn-out look. You can pair them with tailored shorts or lightweight chinos and still look polished. The fabric should feel like something a man with standards would choose. Not something that came free with a logo. Color is where most men either play it too safe or go completely wrong. The right polo color can brighten your face, sharpen your jawline, and make you look more awake. The wrong color drags your skin down and makes you look older and tired. You don't need wild colors, just smarter ones. If your hair is gray, silver, or thinning, lean into it. Deep navy, charcoal, soft heather gray, and rich olive look incredibly strong against gray hair. These colors create contrast without being loud. They make you look like a man who's aging on purpose, not by accident. That's a powerful message. If you still have darker hair, try rich, muted tones. Think forest green, burgundy, ink blue, or deep taupe. These colors give you depth and maturity without feeling dull. Harsh, bright colors, like neon or cheap bright red, tend to look juvenile or dated after 50. You want depth, not noise. Neutrals will always be your base. White, navy, gray, and black polos are timeless. But make sure the white isn't see-through, the navy isn't faded, and the black isn't washed out brown. A tired color makes you look tired. A crisp, solid tone makes your whole outfit feel more expensive, even with simple jeans. The collar is the face of the polo, and most men ignore it. A flimsy, curling collar kills any sense of refinement. It looks lazy, even if the rest of the outfit is decent. A strong, structured collar, on the other hand, frames your face like a good haircut. It's a small thing that changes everything. Look for polos with a collar that sits flat and holds its shape. It shouldn't roll, twist, or collapse. A slightly thicker knit at the collar or a hidden structure inside can help. When the collar stands neatly, your neck and jaw look sharper. You instantly look more alert and in control. Pay attention to the placket, the part with the buttons. Too many buttons undone, and it looks sloppy or try hard. Buttoned all the way up, and you can look stiff. For most men over 50, 1 or 2 buttons open is the sweet spot. Relaxed, but not careless. Avoid novelty details on the collar. Contrast stripes, loud tipping, or strange shapes can feel juvenile. Keep it clean and simple. A classic collar in a strong, solid color will always look more refined than a trendy, over-designed one. Your goal is quiet strength, not costume. Logos and patterns can either elevate your polo or cheapen it. The problem is, most men let the logo wear them instead of the other way around. At 50 plus, you don't need to advertise. You need to project confidence. Subtlety is your ally. If you wear logos, keep them small and discreet. A tiny emblem on the chest is fine. A giant logo across the front or back looks loud and insecure. You're not a billboard. You're a man who knows who he is. Patterns can work, but they must be controlled. Soft, narrow stripes or very subtle textures can add interest without shouting. Avoid wild prints, bold contrast panels, or anything that looks like a golf tournament uniform. Those details age you in the wrong way. If you want to look instantly more refined, start with solid polos and rich, mature colors. Once you've mastered that, you can add a few quiet patterns. Remember, in your 50s and 60s, your presence should speak louder than your shirt. Let the polo support you, not steal the attention. Now let's talk about how you actually wear the polo. Because even a great shirt can be ruined by the wrong styling. Your goal is to look put together without looking like you tried too hard. That balance is where real style lives. For a sharp casual look, wear a well-fitted polo untucked over slim, straight chinos. Not skinny, not baggy. Add clean leather sneakers or loafers, and a simple watch. This is effortless, modern, and perfect for dinners, casual meetings, or weekends. Same polo, different level of respect. For something a bit more polished, try a polo with dressier details. A fine knit polo in merino or silky cotton can sit perfectly under a lightweight blazer. This is an excellent move if you don't like wearing dress shirts anymore. It's more comfortable, but still refined. Just make sure the polo collar sits neatly under the jacket. Even with shorts, the polo can work in your favor. Choose tailored shorts, not oversized cargo ones. Pair them with a clean, well-fitted polo and leather sandals or loafers. You look like a man enjoying his time, not a teenager on vacation. Again, it's not the piece, it's the way you upgrade it. Finally, let's talk about grooming and maintenance, because no polo looks refined if it's tired. A stretched out collar, faded color, or pilling fabric sends one message: you stopped paying attention. And people read that faster than you think. You're not invisible, they're just not impressed. First, be ruthless with old polos. If the collar is curling, the fabric is pilled, or the color is washed out, retire it. Not to dinner, not to casual events. Maybe to yard work, maybe to the trash. Your everyday image is worth more than a worn-out shirt. Wash polos gently and avoid blasting them with high heat. High heat kills the fabric and the color. Lay them flat or hang them properly so the collar doesn't warp. A few extra seconds of care keep your polos looking sharp for years. That's real value. Then, match your grooming to your upgraded polo. A clean haircut, trimmed facial hair, and clear skin do more for your style than any brand name. When your grooming is sharp and your polo is refined, you send a clear message. You're not trying to look young. You're showing what a strong, modern man over 50 looks like. So here's the bottom line. You don't need to throw out all your clothes or chase trends. You just need to upgrade the polos you already rely on. Better fit, richer fabric, smarter colors, stronger collars, and cleaner styling. Small changes,